Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, and we are in the long-awaited Holy Fury DLC. I've been waiting a long time for this. This was one of my biggest pet peeves with the vanilla version was the way they did the Crusades. I thought it was very generic and bland. It was always whoever had the most war score would get whatever the holy war that was put in play by the Pope. Whoever had the most war score would get the, most participation would get the, holding or whatever it was. If it was a high lordship, a duchy, I'm thinking of Game of Thrones, a duchy or just a regular county or a kingdom. And it was alright, so if you're the biggest person with the bigger army, you're pretty much a shoo-in if you get there, right away. This one's pretty cool because, the Crusades, they actually take a couple years. You actually got a plan for it, in the real world. They didn't just jump the next day into a crusade. They had to get money together and people to pledge and have beneficiaries, all that jazz. So, you had to go around and try to win some of these lords over and to put in their own money and men to fight on the behalf of Christendom. So, but I think the first crusade didn't start till 1000, 1100, something like that, around that time. So we're gonna start a little before, so we can get our kingdom and house into the forefront of the Christian politics of Europe. And we're gonna play as Asturias. So this is the only Visigoth culture left in Europe, and after they're pretty much wiped out, that's it. I think you get a couple counties here and there during around the I think the 11th century, if I'm not mistaken. But I always wanted to play as them. I've never played as them. I like their little sigil, what speaks more Christian than little cross, nothing else. This house I think survives well into the Middle Ages, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if they're going to end up being in Portugal. I know it's been a long time since I played this, but anyways, I'm not gonna get too much into what the DLC does. I'm gonna try to do a little side video to try to get into that. Quick things you can do. Now everything's set up differently. A lot of your stuff's over here, where it used to be right here. Same with your whatever diplomacy, martial, all that stuff used to be a little over here. All these traits have been moved over. You got all your titles on this side, you got claims here, and then your diplomacy here. Other than that, and then you got the new combat modifier and personal combat skill. You have your personal combat skill, and then you have your modifier normal. It used to be really low, having a personal combat skill 3 was good. So I think it's just, I don't know what the point of upping it is, I don't know. But yeah, so we're gonna play in the 867 year. Like I said, it's gonna give us time till the Crusades actually start. In the rules now, you actually have where there's different categories of Crusades. You have the Children's Crusade, you have the Northern Crusade, which was a crusade that's not talked about a lot. That was fought around Scandinavia. So it's a lot of different aspects to it. There's a lot more interaction with the church and the Pope. If you look here, I just noticed this before I started. There's this, we'll go to this first. These have all these people that are kings or anybody that's wearing a crown. It'll say crowned by a bishop. There's, this one says crowned by the Pope. And each one has better or not as good modifiers. So him being crowned by the Pope gives him 0.5 prestige and piety. Ours only gives us hardly nothing. We get 0.1 piety and 0.05 prestige. And then over here, we get crowned in a barn, and it says the ruler received his crown in seclusion without much celebration. While this is a clear sign of lack of wealth and influence, some members of the church may also consider it a show of humility. So, as it's, pretty much all bad except for the +5 temple vassal opinion, which I guess is alright. And then another big thing that I like that they did on this, they did bloodlines. Now if you look at if you play Game of Thrones mod, anybody knows there's a sub mod called Bloodlines, and it gives the powerful houses a positive modifier for having the bloodline of certain houses, and you can combine two into one kid if you're like two powerful houses. Like if you look at the Byzantines, you look at their bloodlines, the blood of the Basilisk. So he is the founder of this one. And also, next to that, you have a kill list. So every person that's killed by your hand, not necessarily maybe you put the knife into them, but you cause their death, you have a big list of people. And then if you look at the religion, you also have now a saint list. You can be canonized by the church, and then I think that gives you modifiers for people in the future. You have the same regular College of Cardinals. You can campaign for one of your bishops to become a cardinal, and it tells you like who's next to be pope and all that. This guy's already got a crown. But yeah, there's a lot of different ones. Like this guy, I think, has Blood of Attila. Yeah, Attila the Hun. There's some, the Uyunels, I think, have one. Yeah, Blood of Uyunel, the 9 hostages. A lot of different ones. I think he has on Fair Hair. It's his, though. So you can start your own, too, and that's one of the things I'm going to strive to do, is try to start our own. This guy is relatively good. He's an actual historic character, so his traits are going to be the same all the time. He might have a couple of different ones over here, but all of his pretty much numbers are going to be the same. He's always going to be a skilled tactician and quick. But yeah, we'll get into this. Our main objective too is going to be, since we are Iberian culture, Visigoth, we have, it says right here, can prepare campaign to reconquer Iberia. So we're going to do our own little Visigothic Reconquista. If you look on here, it says prepare a reconquest war. So we need all the following must be true. We need prestige of 500 or greater, 250 piety or greater, and 200 gold or greater. And then you can start preparing a reconquest war. Now you get a 600-man regiment that's maintenance free. Now, from what I heard, it goes up as time goes by. So if we were to play in like the 1066 bookmark, I think it'd be like 1200, and like so on and so on. You really start off with low levies when you start at this time. If you were to start at like 1200 or something, you get like way more men, because your tech will be higher and all that. Like our tech is very low. Like even Constantinople, who is way ahead of like everybody usually, I mean they're filled up too, but not much further. Rome's usually okay. But like if you send your spy master to go study technology, more or less should send them to Constantinople. So we'll get started with that. We need to get married. I already looked at some of these. This girl here, I guess their family was driven out of Barcelona. That was their duchy, and it's been taken over by these French guys. I guess when Aquitaine probably took over or whatever. Let's see the history. This guy, hold on. Yeah, I see this. Sunafredo was the last one. But I don't know, maybe he was the only house that held it. Let's see the actual Barcelona. Yeah, it's the same thing. I guess he only held it once. But yeah, most of his family's alive. All his children are alive. He died in battle against the actual god. It's in Barcelona. Well, no, not that guy. This guy. He died to him. So, but all his kids are alive. So these pretty much got passed on like 1 year, 2 year, and then it went 5, and then 7 or 8. So it hasn't been that long since that guy's held it. So all his kids have claims on that. So we're going to, and plus she's Visigothic. I want to keep the Visigoth culture. I want to try to spread it through Iberia, since we're like the last bastion of it. There's a couple, I think, up here. There's some Muslims down here that have it. I don't know if they were converted or what after they started taking over more land. Because we have some de jure land here that we could take back pretty much right away. We're going to marry that girl. She's not bad, too. Good diplomacy and stewardship. We're not going to get a non-aggression or an alliance out of it, but I already got a plan for that. So we have a... And that's another thing. All my brothers except for one are blind. I don't know if they were blinded. I'm going to look it up in the wiki and see Because these guys don't have actual wiki pages, only the king does. But they're all blind for some reason. I don't know if something happened that made them blind. Did they do something wrong? Who knows? So we're going to, we're going to marry our one brother off to the princess of the emperor, or the basilisk of the Byzantine Empire, just to get the alliance with him, because he's one of the only people that have like the amount of boats he has. He's 216 ships, where most of these people don't even have a couple. Like Italy has 23. That's a lot for a person with a lot of coastline. Like he has none, and he has coast. Like I think he don't have any. Like these are big kingdoms with no ships, so they're terrible to have as a vassal if you're far enough away. I mean, these guys are good, but they all have political concerns for some reason with Asturias, so we can't really get any alliance with them anyway, so it's a waste of time. They won't even marry or betroth our kids. I try to look at some of the Carlings. Like he's got 4 daughters here that are all almost of age to marry. There's only 2 that aren't, and they're all single. He won't marry any of them to our family. I don't know if he thinks I guess we're so close as sometimes it happens. We have a non-aggression with this guy, which sucks, because I would like to take this since he's so small, but either the Muslims here are going to eat him up or Aquitaine, like right away. I just know it. Our main concern is to try to take back his land. He has a decent amount of men right now. He has a lot more than we have. Well, not a lot, but I'm thinking we use one of these. I'm going to keep him on organized probably, because we don't have probably any good commanders. That guy's actually not bad. He's okay. He's a misguided warrior. He's dutiful or tough. I mean, it could be a lot worse than it is. I mean, that guy sucks. See if we can find us some, some commanders for nothing. Alright, we got a 17 here. That's as good as we're going to get, but we don't have to pay for it. That's great. Then this guy here. That guy's a 12. This guy's 12 and 16. He doesn't have any modifiers, but neither does he. Yeah, we'll just take him. What the hell? And we'll put that back. Yeah, I figure your commanders usually are terrible in the Christian realms. The Norse ones usually have really good commanders. We need to get a court position. I'm so used to playing Game of Thrones mod, like everything's so there. I haven't played this in so long. You have sent messengers and scouts out in all directions to scour the realm for skilled positions that would be willing to take up residence in your court. Word should reach you shortly if they manage to find a suitable candidate. Hopefully they will not bring back a quacksalver. Alright. Hopefully we get a decent one. Let's put all the stop plots. Let's see. We don't have much men. We're a little over 5,000. We got more than Aquitaine. I'm thinking about, because this guy gives the heir to this one. This is his dad. So if he dies, he's going to be very powerful. So I'm thinking about trying to take him out. Like, at least take something from him. If we take and put our chancellor, who's pretty good, into 16.61 yearly claim thing. We put him on this duchy and he gets that duchy. That would be awesome. That'd be such a gain. I do want to work on down here, but we already have we have de jures from him, and we have holy wars. Now I looked at it, these guys here are Shias, so they're not going to help him. These are Abadis here, so they're not going to help him. Now this chap here he's very strong right now, but he has 82 boats, so he can come there without having to go through all the land. But he is at war for a conquest of Sicily, what's left here, Syracuse. So if he keeps him tied up enough, and then somebody, a lot of times these countries will holy war him. If somebody holy wars him, we're going to go at him right away, because then he'll have a couple fronts to deal with, and we don't have to worry about the difference in manpower. So we're going to put our Chancellor in Gascon, try to get this high lordship if we can. Even if we got just Armagnac, I mean, I don't know if I'd take it, but because I don't have stuff like all spread all over the place. Let's see. We need to get him to collect taxes because we make decent money for this time period, but it's always better to have some more. I think we will. Trying to think if I want to go war or go business and try to make some money, but we make decent money, so I think it will go war just to get the beginning at least. It'll should give us some more levy when we're on pause. We're gonna wait to do this because we're gonna get married. Hopefully we can do ambition to get a son. So we'll go ahead and unpause. I think everything's done that we need to do. Oh yeah, set crown focus to Asturias, Oviedo. What else? I'll wait to do the region too. This is our one brother. It's blind. He is pretty much terrible at everything. He's got a good modifier in intrigue, but that's the blind part. Kind of messy. He's got 5 stewardships. So even though he's got a negative here, we'll still just do it. I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. Alright, try to get him a guardian real quick. Our other blind brother. That's sad. Alright, he's the one I think I betrothed to the other one. We have to, I don't know why this brother, I don't know, maybe he's a hostage? Because this guy's an Umayyad. I think he's not the heir, but he is the son of the Sultan. So I don't know if I have to look up the history, if they were at war at one point, and he has hostage or something. We have some titles we can make, we don't have the money. Or put it on speed 4, it tends to be slow. He's one of our commanders, we'll let them all come first. Alright. It is getting married, we can collect roll A duty to pay for ceremonies. 73 gold, nice. Yeah, we're definitely gonna take the 73 gold. Alright, blah blah blah, yeah. I guess she was in his court. Alright. He decided to accept, good. There's our other commander. Let's see, will he go for the lines? He will. How good of it? We're 2 positives over 2 negatives, so we're good right now. We're not going to do it yet, because I don't want to be called into that bullshit. We got to keep, maybe we put him as a special interest, because I want to keep an eye on him. He has tributaries down here. I don't know if they're actually the ones that will give up men to help him. Tributary can call suzerain into war. Suzerain cannot refuse call defensive war. Can call other tributary into war against their suzerain. Alright, yeah, so they can't use their guys. Who's his heir? He's nothing special. I mean, he's decent, marshal, but I like some of these pictures look different. Here it goes already. Sultan Muhammad, the Umayyad Sultanate, declared Umayyad holy war for Tangier. So he's trying to go for this right here, from the Shias. So this guy's not as powerful as him, but hopefully this is going to draw other people to attack him. And if that does, then we're definitely going to go for it. We can de jure all these right here, these 4 at least. Alright, your rangers report of an erudite herbalist that resides in a hut in the outskirts of a nearby town. The herbalist named Monia seems eager to accept the offer of becoming your personal physician and has prepared an immense bundle of strange herbs to be delivered to court should she be accepted. So it's 10 gold. She's 15, learning. She's a gardener. I don't know how good that's going to be for a physician, but I guess we'll take it. Let's see our tutor now. Who's the best we have, which is her, of course. Our queen's not bad, but I think let's go with old maid. I want to give out seneschal to someone just to get up the their opinion. This guy's a powerful vassal. He likes us the least, so I'll give him that because that one's plus 10. We'll give this to our spy master. No, that's not him. That's not him. That's him. How much does he like us? Well, he likes us a lot. I'll just give it to the Marshal since his opinion's a little low than the others. The rest I'm gonna keep, you know, in case we need them. Regent. Oh, where's my wife? 16 of that. Yeah, we're definitely gonna put the wife. I'd like to get a mix-up of the diplomacy and stewardship. They're all pretty much loyal. I've invited people in my court to take part in a war game in which we practice defending our land from invading armies. We will use wooden models to represent invading armies. I shall have to use clever tactics to defeat my opponent. Hopefully we get strategists or something. As we assign tasks for the war game, we decide that Friola will defend with me while Oliva will be leading the invading forces. Let the best warlords win. At the beginning of the war game, your enemy decides to do a strong frontal assault towards your center flank. We'll slowly withdraw. Oliva decides to hold his line when your troops withdraw from the center flank. Friola suggests that we strengthen our side flanks with our idle troops. He's not the best in Marshall, but usually you go against him, you end up screwing yourself. He ain't no better either, so we'll go with him. Okay. Alright. As we keep the troops in the center mostly unused, the enemy I thought it said use the flanks. Manage to weaken the side flanks slowly but steadily are defeated. I thought it said to strengthen this. That's what I thought. I don't know. Alright, I would invite you to join me for a small gathering of friends to dine, drink, and forget about the world outside for a little while. Please be prepared to reserve a few days for this in case we get truly into the spirit of proceedings. This is our uncle. He really likes us, so I don't see why not. He's married to a lowborn. Yeah, sure. Let's check out him. Is anybody else? Somebody's gonna be eventually attacking him, so I just know it. And then we see him start sieging stuff down here. Oh no, he's gonna put most of his forces down there. That'd be the best time to go out on. I mean, we're gonna have to eventually go to a battle. If he lost some men, that'd be great. I mean, we'll call in Byzantine as a ally. I always forget where they move all this shit at now. He's got the Duchy of Castile. It's our uncle. It's a different one, I think. Yeah. After being skillfully treated by a court physician, my mother, Miona, feeling much better. Perhaps she's deserving some praise. So I guess our mom had food poisoning. She's merely doing her job. Yeah, I'd say so. She's just a gardener. Oh shit. Can we do son? Oh, I guess we can't. We can do make a friend. We can get 1 diplomacy +2 for like 5 years. Room and air probably better because we get fertility. I think we'll do that at least to get the damn air. We can always change it after a little bit. I'm really gonna keep an eye on these guys, and I think she'll put Aquitaine as a special interest, and Byzantine. Nice. That quick she got pregnant. All right. So we'll have an heir, hopefully. He's still at war. But we'll put him as a special interest. I'm going to keep making sure we got this alliance still. What's he have? Imperial diadem. Insignia crown only fit for true heirs of Rome. Wow, that's pretty cool. He has nailed the true cross. There's another ambition to where you can build up a treasury too. Whoa. They want to marry my mom. This guy's mangled. I know it's not going to bring a alliance though, is the thing. He actually wants to marry himself. This is Aquitaine. And that's going to give us a non-aggression with him, which I do not want. They look so similar, other than the color of their mustache. So I think we'll go with Charles here. I don't want a non-aggression with that dude, so we'll go with you. I have arrived at private rooms of Prince Ganton. There are plenty of food and drink here, and the mood is decidedly merry. I am looking forward to this. Let's get started. Hopefully another Christian will attack him. Is he even sieging yet? Yeah, he's sieging Tangiers already. Let's see, is the Shia. Hopefully he comes up here. I think he can cross from either one. These days of revelry are an excellent escape. So many laughs and so many intense conversations in such short a time. It brings me closer to my companions. I feel like good friends already. So we become good friends with our uncle. Nice. I think, yeah. Sultan Muhammad Umayyad has created the title Emirate of Seville. Man, I'm really hoping some other kingdom goes to war with him. Alright, the reveling and carousing is over for now. Time to get back to real life. That was great. We're making a little money. So, let's see. Is there anything we can... I guess we can put up some fortifications because it's pretty terrible right now. Wouldn't take much to take that. I don't want to really go blowing money quite yet. Let's see what she wants first. It occurred to me that my wife is feeling somewhat gloomy as of late. The burden of her unborn child is surely causing some humoral imbalance that is affecting her mood. So we have 5% chance of getting kind. We get up her health. Yeah, we'll do it. Alright, we'll go ahead and start castle fortifications. We're making decent money, 16 a month. It's pretty good. I mean, most don't make that much. He only makes 5. So he makes 13, makes a lot. Alright, my wife, Esmanacinda, asked me to buy her some new clothes because of the pregnancy. She has outgrown most of her wardrobe, and now she feels frustrated for not having anything nice to wear whenever she needs to make an appearance at court. You got nearly new clothes are already wonderful. Yeah, that sounds good. We get the same amount of opinion without paying her. Alright. We can make a duchy if we wanted to. We have land in each one. We have 2 in that. We have a son. It didn't get quick or anything. I was hoping for that. We're just gonna put duty. His name is Gautier. Gautier de Cantabria. Gautier. I don't like that. Asur. Roderico. I'll go with that. Roderico. Alright. Roderico should be baptized as soon as possible so his place in heaven can be assured. Given that he is the heir of Asturias, he should make sure that the rite celebrating his coming into this world is as grandiose as possible. Jesus Christ, 250 gold initiated by the head of the Catholic Church. So at least he'll have the blessing of the Pope. I think it's going to be worth it. Yeah, there's a lot of money. After news spread about the grandiose ceremony, I am preparing for Rodrigo's baptism. Several of my subjects clamored to be chosen as the child's godparent. So, I think we'll go at our one uncle here. That's our friend. We have a cousin. How's she going to be? I guess it's godparent, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll go with our uncle. Alright, Pope Nicholas washes the child 3 times over, reciting a prayer that protects his soul, surrounded by a host of cardinals. Then he raises little Rodrigo up for all the crowd gathered in the great cathedral to see, exposing him to the cheers of his future subjects. What a priceless sight. So he gains trait baptized by the Pope. So I wonder what's that giving? Baptized by the Pope. That's pretty new. So now he gets a monthly prestige, he gets piety and Christian opinion. So anybody that's a Christian will give him +5. That's pretty good. I guess it's worth it in the end. As it's tradition, my wife underwent her churching after recovering and cleansing herself from the recent pregnancy. Unfortunately, her mood was not improved by taking the Holy Communion. Perhaps some old sin is still weighing on her soul. I'm sure I can calm her down. Yeah. She must deal with this problem on her own. Alright. Are we already kind? No, we're charitable. I didn't know we were chast. Jesus. King Louis the Stammerer has created the title Duchy of Auvergne. Where is that at? I think that's up. Well, he has it, so, wow, it's over there. Alright. Has anybody messed with this dude yet, man? Somebody needs to jump on him. He's gonna kick this dude's ass. He did lose some men. Where is this guy? He still has a decent amount of men. He must not just be confronting him. Is he sieging anything? I don't see any little siege, little trebuchets anywhere. He must not even be over here. He's just letting him take his shit, I guess. He's got most of this already. He's only got one more holding. He's gonna get the taking war score, but he's gonna have to battle him. Alright, whatever peasant revolt declared against the Byzantines, so it's not that bad. He's still in this war. He's winning 71%. He's actually got the King of Bulgaria and Pyrrhus, however you say that shit. Let's see how we're looking on the alliance. Yeah, they're still good. I just want to wait till I don't have to. You know what? If he finishes that war, what happened? Oh, our brother died. So we just inherited, Zamora, whatever that was. That's over here. Jeez, we have 6 holdings. The Duchy of Leon. We could create, but we don't have enough money. Yeah. Duchy of Leon and Galicia. We have Leon, that. So we have all 3 of those. It's gonna suck raising men, though. Like, really, because... Hold on. Who was our... he was our steward, I think. Well, but this dude's good. Who's he? He's a regular courtier. Yeah, we'll put this guy. He's Visigoth, so... Hold on. Sultan Muhammad Umayyad Sultanate has created a title Emirate of Cordova. That's down here, I think. Alright. Let's go ahead and put that guy. We need to get him back to collecting taxes. Damn, he don't get as much as our brother did for some reason. I wonder why. He's even better, I think. The other one was only, I think he was only, fortune builder or whatever it's called. Yeah. Well, that sucks. He died without a wife, blind. Our one brother don't have anybody. Let's see if we can get him someone. That's our aunt. That'd be kind of weird. Who is she? She's King Roger the Great's daughter. Does he have boats? Of course not. So we can't do that. Alright, I'm gonna end this episode here. I don't want these getting too long. I'm gonna get back. Hopefully, the Byzantines will be done with their war, and if so, we'll just ally with them. And then we'll call them over to help that way in case we need them. How's our manpower looking? We actually have more than him right now. I think we could do it. That's what we're going to do, even if he's not. We got vicious rumors for some reason. When did that happen? I don't know. Anyway, so we'll, next episode we'll start off doing, probably do a Holy War because, yeah, if we do a Holy War, it'd be less likely of this cat to join him. He's the only one near of the same religion anyways, so we'll do that next time. Probably do a Holy War for whatever this is, Emirate of Beja. I think it's only those 2. Oh, actually it's those. We have the jour on these 2 anyways. So yeah, we'll figure it out next time. So hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.